the city I've dreamed of visiting since 2015. It's been a full decade in the making, and now I'm here, soaking in every moment. Thanks to the new direct flights from New Zealand to Hangzhou via China Eastern Airlines, I jumped at the opportunity to make this long-awaited trip happen. And guess what? The UAE now has direct flights too, connecting Dubai and Hangzhou, a reflection of the growing ties and vibrant exchanges between these two dynamic cities. So if you're ever consider exploring this part of China, I say go for it. Hangzhou and the surrounding cities are absolutely worth your time. Why Hangzhou? As the Chinese saying goes, 上有天堂,下有苏杭. In heaven, there is paradise. On earth, there is Suzhou and Hangzhou. These cities aren't just beautiful, they're legendary. Hangzhou in particular is a masterpiece of urban design and natural harmony. The city planners didn't just build a place to live, they sculpted a landscape that feels like poetry in motion. From the serene waters of Westlake to the willow-lined paths and ancient pagodas, every corner feels like a brushstroke in a living painting. It's a city that invites you to slow down, breathe deeply, and let beauty lead the way. It's an award-winning hotel, the China Hospitality Grand Value Award, Trip.com 2021 Most Popular Hotel Award. This is the ground floor library in the hotel. You can borrow these books here using this machine. You can get a card. These are the traditional games children will play. This one's playing with crickets, football, hide and seek. My hotel lobby has a lot of books. And I love their cute little furniture sets. Beautiful. The unbearable lightness of being. 绝代双骄. Lots of books. Speaking of books, Hangzhou is home to one of China's most beloved literary figures, Su Dongpo, a poet, a calligrapher, statesman, and culinary philosopher. His legacy runs deep in Chinese culture, so naturally the very first thing I did upon arriving was to pay a visit to Su Shi Jidianguan, the memorial museum to him. 脱仙集 He was in charge of setting up all these scenic spots around the West Lake. He's moved so much in his lifetime. There's a walkway of his calligraphy here. Wow, the cicadas are going. His brothers and him. You can see the tower from here. You can see the skyline behind. All of these boats.
This is in reference to the most famous love story in China, Bai Suzhen and Shi Xian. She was a white snake and she became a, how do you call it in English? We call it jing, but it's just some animal that has practiced Buddhism long enough that they became sentient and full of powers. What's the word for that? Anyway, they fell in love when they met here, but the monk crushed her down here and held her in captivity in this tower. That was how the story goes. But they eventually succeeded in freeing her and they lived happily ever after. Restaurant called Grandma's Home. There's a night market here. It goes all the way down. All the way. Probably every night. These are pots of candles. Hairpins for ladies. This is the show I'm currently following. I'm on episode 27. It's advertising big time on this building. Wow. Sudi is the place I took a morning walk. Standing on yin yang and he's standing on bagua. You recognize this on the Korean flag.
The National Chinese Medicine Council. I'll be working for the New Zealand one soon. These are all the masters of Chinese medicine. They've all written something significant. Started with the creation gods, Fu Yi, Huang Di. They supposedly have left us with the knowledge, and then Bian Que, and it all went from there. But these are supposedly the people or gods that have given us the knowledge, divine knowledge in that sense. Shen Simiao, Wang Bing. These are textbooks that we use, or even public service management. 推拿 and like paleoactive, medicinal herbs, acupuncture, palliative care, and organic chemistry. These are the international exchanges they would do around the world. New Zealand has one in Wellington. Even the newspapers during wartime would be advertising Chinese medicinal herbs information. It's a Japanese book about Chinese medicine. They used to call us Manzhou. And then Chinese medicine, it says. Chaihu. I didn't know Chaihu was injected once. This is the medicinal jar for the medicine I would take every day while I'm traveling. Huoxiang. I honestly take a bottle with me every time I travel. 娃娃丹改良国药。欢迎大家来到我们3楼的中药馆。现在展现在我们中药呢是分为植物药、动物药和好事。那所谓好事呢，就是中药。杭白菊、补血草、贴梗海棠、马兰、香蒲、商露、白莲毫、广、醉蝶花、白扁豆、老鸭瓣、野枸杞、杜黄、红花、蜀葵、牡丹 ，It's peony over there. 牵牛花、菊花、桃花 ，peach blossom。木槿、蜜蒙花、榆叶梅、石榴、紫罗兰、紫荆、白曼陀罗、日本晚樱、叶子花，也叫三角梅、地堂花。夹竹桃 ，How stunning is this?
classic ingredients. 十全大补.
These show the different levels of medicine making. They go from raw to cooked.
Look at pho tea, for example, on the left here. The raw one is yellow, the one that's cooked is black. Licorice from raw. 石膏, 磁石, 九大黄. Even human hair is an ingredient. I've never heard of that. That's crazy. These are all herbs found in this district, in this province of Zhejiang. Here's a touch screen with different options of selection, different herbs, and you just pick one. Say, for example, this. And it tells you its properties, what it does to treat, and what, and its nature, and what meridian it goes to. And it shows where they're from in China on the dots. I go back to another one. Pick another one. This one is Xiyangshen. Hedgehog, wild rabbits, red panda, squirrel, cormorant, ducks, birds of various kinds, snakes, 威灵仙. Sounds almost like Wellington. That one, 威灵仙. Now this particular medicine right here, 白花蛇舌草, white flower, snake tongue grass, is in every one of the ingredients for treating cancer. I have a book of Chinese medicine all on cancer and tumor. Almost every one has this grass. 鱼腥草, 牡丹皮. So many. These are medicine that helps reduce heat. 柴胡, of course. 竹叶, bamboo leaves, very cool in nature. 栀子. Even corn leaf. Crazy. 金钱草, 灯心草, 花椒, pepper. Look at all these different types of ginseng. Look how distinctly different the real cordyceps are versus the fake on the right. The real 冬虫夏草 cordyceps, which is a fungus grown on an insect, it should look like a silkworm, the one on the left. That's the real one. But look at the fake one. It's like a carrot or like a parsnip or something. It looks like a chili. Look at the real one. It's a huge 灵芝. Even bigger. So pretty, aren't they? 西湖龙井, 蜜儿藿香. How many can you recognize? 葛根, 桔梗. These are the 9 types of needles used in Chinese medicine. Exercises that helps with breathing and body movement. It's a 3-legged bird. These are all the medicinal stores. 牌匾.
Unless I'm truly hungry, I normally wouldn't have dinner. So these are my snacks in the evening. Yang Mei bayberries, they're very big. Got birch juice, 酒酿, raw milk, mulberry juice, one of my favorite crunchies, plum wine for the next 2 nights, squid pieces, and blueberries.
It's a cool building, isn't it? This building is so cool. It's just screens everywhere. It's massive pillar of LED screens. Sorry about the flashing. Architecture is really nice. It's this organic feel. These are just some of the ones I know. 哪吒闹海, very famous. 三毛, very famous. 天书奇谭, old but very famous. 葫芦兄弟, we grew up with this. 阿凡提, I grew up with this. My favorite, 麦刀, love 麦刀. 狐狸打猎人, 九色鹿, oh, these are just classics. 宝莲灯. The first VCD my dad bought me was this one. 大闹天宫, an absolute classic. This one, 黑猫警长, also my childhood. And 雪孩子, I cried so much at the end of this. I feel like I'm forever traumatized by this. That's 葫芦娃. Some of these LED screens flash, some don't. Bitrate is different. Skeleton art. And of course, peeing. And of course, we have to attribute the origins of filmmaking to Lumiere brothers and Émile Reynaud. And of course, the first movie, Trip to the Moon, which was definitely considered an anime. Apparently, on the October 28th, when Reynaud first played his animation on screen, this was commemorated as the World Animation Day. Popeye by Earl Hurd, Winsor McKay's dinosaur. used to do this frame by frame, see-through picture by see-through picture, and then just move it bit by bit. That's time-consuming. Bit by bit, one movement at a time. Oh my god, it's painstaking work. These are the comics from the Qing Dynasty. Another comic strip from Hebei, also Qing Dynasty. I don't know what happened to these people, but they have pointy heads. It's a picture about the occupation and invasion by the Bed and Books in Tokyo, Shinjuku. Comic art during the Mingguo period. Oh my god, what's happening? Sun Tzu-kai looks like a really nice person, doesn't he? Like very kind, very artistic, very romantic. This is the guy that created the first Monkey King animation. Same with him, very important guy, also from Jiangsu. San Mao, a very important comic character in Chinese art history. He used to have mom and dad until the Japanese invaded and killed them. And ever since then, he started to just wander as an orphan. All the stories revolved around him or around his encounters as an orphan on the streets of China. And this is San Mao's creator, Zhang Leping. This is such a classic, 神笔马良. This is Ma Liang. She had a magical paintbrush. Anything he paints will become true. I've seen some of these puppet ones as well. They're really good. Now those the puppet era are really good. I really like them. A lot of work. These were the puppets used. Oh my gosh, I grew up watching this animation. I've watched it so many times. They just constantly transform and fight each other. Monkey King's so cool. Look at that ongoing transformation. Oh my god, I've seen this as well. This is animation based on Chinese art of jianzhi, cutting paper. The paper is cut and then form images. I've seen this one as well. And this one looks familiar too. Classic. It's the tadpole looking for mom. 小蝌蚪找妈妈. We all know this story. This is quite surreal. It's an actual set. You can even see the children upstairs through the windows. This is so surreal. This is how houses used to look like. Because this is literally built according to the olden days. This is so crazy to watch. The magazine story. You can still see these in Mexico City. Oh my god. This is so beautiful. This is animation made in this traditional way of Chinese painting. The future is now. There are different rooms here for you to try out dubbing. It's really cool. It's a huge recording room here. You can record yourself and then play it out later. These are control panels for this is a scene. And you can actually make it move with these rolling balls. I'm just changing the light. I'm turning this dial here. Changing the light. VR rooms for you to try out. Wow, from the One Piece artist's own dedicated comic. Zagreb Animation. It's an exhibit that talks about the history of animation making. When I was little, 和尚挑水. These three monks. These are the different types of weaves, all unique patterns, but most importantly, different types of stitching. This is called ling. You see these knots, and they overlay each other in different patterns. This one goes 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2, and this is duan, different from ling. And this is jing. It's much denser, and it's kind of like a fishnet. And in contrast to the jing, which goes vertically, this is a horizontal weave. It's kind of like a tight knit bag, much thicker bundles of threads. And this is called zhuanghua, more patterned, and there's more empty spaces here, see? It's called the Emperor's Garment. Only an emperor is able to wear one with a dragon on it. Absolutely stunning. Silk, that's amazing. Apparently this was how an Italian, a rich one of course, would have decorated their home and given it a Chinese room. It's got a manila shawl embroidered. It has horses or deers, pagodas, pavilions, all kinds of stuff in there. Palm trees. It was a silk shop back in the days. Some pictures depicting the West Lake. This one you can see the Leifeng Tower there. So that's where I was yesterday morning, Suti. If there's anywhere that I wish I was from, it would be Hangzhou. This is the place of literary giants, poets, food connoisseur, just overall a beautiful place where people know exactly how to enjoy and appreciate life. I'm so glad that I'm here. It's raining and it's beautiful. This is the Yanyu Jiangnan I've been waiting to see.